These are satellite photos of real cities, and they could be used as the basis or to give people ideas for map design. So this one has a channel with many bridges. Maybe this would be good for a grand battle with an open field over here, and maybe one team would spawn here and one team would spawn here. A lot of buildings. I thought it's a cool design. This is another one, might be good for a grand battle. Again, we've got, places for medium tanks and light tanks. You can snipe across. The heavy tanks have places to play. A couple bridges. This is an airport map. I looked at many different airports to see what was out there. It's like the World of Tanks developer said. They did look at many photos of satellite maps, perhaps the ones that I posted. They said, the cities were not designed to be fun to play games on, is what they said. This is what a real industrial park looks like. But like I said, it could be used to give you ideas how to make a real map. Like, we don't have maps like this. I believe that this is LA. We have a lot of maps that are symmetrical. I hate symmetrical maps. I don't want them. I don't want it to be equal for both teams. They're random battles, You're going to play on both spawns equally over time. Obviously, there's another example. So this is an example of what, again, the real world looks like. You've got a rail line over here. And I would envision this would be interesting. You'd have to put through some effort to find your way through here. And it's an interesting position because what if you're needed somewhere else? In some maps, you just drive to where you want to go. This one, I'd like to play a game where it's a little bit difficult to find your way across the map. This one obviously has open field. If you're chasing after somebody, maybe you could outrun people. This is an interesting design. One team could start over here, one over here. You could have snipers come over here shooting across. If they want to retreat and find their way around, it's a little bit difficult. We've got a canal over here, so some tanks could go up over here, and you can't rush them. This shows I looked for places where there's some field and some town. And obviously there's a rail line over here, similar to steps. This one is intended to show, well, this is what, like Fisherman's Bay, there's a town in the middle. This has a little bit more of an open area. It's got this little open area. This obviously has a couple bridges, and this one has one main bridge. There's a lot of different ways. So this one has 3 different islands, which is not common in World of Tanks. What if you put one team here and one team there and they have to do an encounter somewhere? Or what if you don't know which way the enemy is going to go and the whole team goes one way and you go the other way, and I like the unpredictability. So this is a real city on Google Maps. You can see that the system is very complicated. It might be fun. I'd like to play games where part of the game is having to find the enemy, especially if there's fewer people. Here's another one. It shows you how the river snakes through the town. It looks like 2 rivers. A canal crosses through the river. And that's the first one, I believe. Was this the first one? Yeah, I think that was the first one. So again, this is to hopefully inspire the map developers to see that there's some interesting things that can be done. Some of the maps like Pilsen, they're not that amazing.